Here. Ivanyan is absent. Wagner is absent. Chairperson Lee.
Present.
The agenda for the March 17th meeting was posted on the bulletin board outside City Hall on March 11th, 2011. Item 2, consent items. At 2A, approval of regular commission meeting minutes from February 17th, 2011 at 2 p.m.
Wanted to make a correction on section 6. Toward the end, it's the Lantern Festival. Not museum, it's at the Chinese American Museum. And the location, it will take place on Olvera Street, Olvera, if I'm...
And I have a minor point on Section 3, Number 1, under the Space Finder LA. The final reference was with regard to that they're looking to get as many arts organizations to participate as possible, but I think it was actually broader than that, that it was to organizations and businesses, anyone who had space to provide to arts organizations. A motion to approve the minutes?
And I second it.
With the corrections.
With the corrections as amended.
The corrections. And I second it.
Roll call, please.
Commissioners Deaver?
Yes.
Chair Hovhannissian?
Yes.
Ivanyan is absent. Wagner is absent. Chairperson Lee?
Yes.
Next item, item 3, introductions and presentations. There are none. Next item, oral communications. Discussion is limited to items not on this agenda. Each speaker is allowed 5 minutes. Commission may question the speaker, but there will be no debate or decision. Staff may refer the matter for investigation and report.
We have one. We have, is it Irina?
Irene Verona. Hello. I'm from the Brand Associates, and I have a whole bunch of programs that we're involved in that I wish to report on. I personally am in charge of the Brand Works on Paper National Show, which is scheduled for late this year. And the prospectuses, and that's the right plural, have been printed already. They're available on brandlibrary.org. And people who have participated before are going to get them either by email or regular mail. It's a show of works on paper. It can be anything: watercolors, prints, oils, photographs, computer art, sculptures, anything but on paper or paper. And the topic for the year is entrances and exits. The deadline for submission is June 1st, and the show is from mid-September to the end of October. Now, there are other things that are happening in the library. On April 7th, there will be a film screening on Tigran Mansourian. The topic is Confessing with Music. It's a film made by a library employee, Haika Sunian, I'm sorry. And this, as all presentations at the Brand, is free. Then there are the opera talks, and there are 3 more left. March 26th, that's to be determined. Our April 9th, it's about the behind the scenes in the opera. And May 7th is LA Opera Young Artists Concert. Now, in the Brand galleries, there is a show currently. It will last until April 15th, and topic being Inside Out. It's works by 4 different artists, and be sure to see it. It's really fascinating. The other thing is the music program. and we still have 3 concerts to go. On Sunday, April 3rd at 3 p.m., there will be Elemental Harmony, which is rather old music by a cappella singers. On May 1st at 3 p.m., a Sunday, there will be music of Franz Liszt. The pianist is Mark Robeson. And on Sunday, June 12th, there is the Helios Guitar Quartet, and it will be the transcription of Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier Books 1 and 2. So the library has all sorts of programs going, and I hope that the Glendale residents can come to one or more of the events and participate as well. And also, if I may add, join the Brand Associates, who are the financial backers of these events. We are a nonprofit organization, and join the group, contribute, and enjoy the programs. Are there any questions anybody would care to ask? So thank you very much for your attention.
I just want to say thank you, Irina, because this information that you have provided to us will be very useful for our survey. We will be sending out our volunteers to these different events to collect surveys.
Well, we'll be glad to answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ripsme, do you have the calendar of their events?
She actually provided the postcards and
And
flyers.
besides that, the calendar itself?
No, I don't.
I'll give you a copy so that you could send your volunteers during those period of time.
Excellent. Thank you.
Next item, please.
Item 5, business agenda. 5A action items. At 1, scheduling study session for the Arts and Culture Commission.
Well, as it was recommended at the last commission meeting, in order to schedule a study session, staff contacted GTV6 and obtained available dates and times in the month of March and April for you to choose from. As you can see from the report, there are several dates available in 2-hour slots. I will actually ask you to eliminate line 1, which is Wednesday, March 23rd, which is this coming Monday. I think that one doesn't give us enough time for the scheduling. This is requires 72 hours of public notice. Therefore, please consider beginning March 31st when you're selecting the date.
What time?
The times are listed on the report. You have to choose one of those. They are mainly 2-hour meeting time, with an exception of Monday, April 11th, which is a little bit longer than 2 hours if you are planning to have a longer meeting.
Well, either would work for me. I guess my preference would be for a Thursday afternoon, March 31st, but I'm flexible.
4:30?
I think it'd be any time before 4:30, so like 2 to 4 or something.
If we start from 2 o'clock, then we'll be done by 4:30 or sooner. But it can be longer than 4:30.
I don't think we need that time, that much. Fine. So March 31st, so far, we all agree? Okay, that sounds good.
Sure.
So do we need to make a motion?
Yes.
So I'll move that we schedule the study session on March 31st at 2 p.m.
I second it.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sievert?
Yes.
Chair Hovhannissian?
Yes?
Evanian is absent. Commissioner Wagner is absent. Chairperson Lee?
Yes. Next item, please.
5B, reports, information only. At 5B1, staff report on current projects. A, Arts and Economic Prosperity Study 4.
Okay, this time for a change, I have combined two reports in one to report you our current activities. The first one is the Arts and Economic Prosperity Study 4. Since the report was prepared and sent out, there have been some activities, and I would like to share that with you. The very first volunteer survey collecting was done past Friday on March 11. As you know, Glendale Arts is one of our main nonprofit organization who's participating in this survey, and they welcomed our volunteers to collect surveys during the Beyond the Veil play, which was produced and directed by Mary Alpic. I must say that this was a great success. Volunteers collected about 64 surveys, which is much more than we were allowed to collect from one event. As of now, we have 12 volunteers, and I'm still getting emails from the community volunteering to take part in this survey project. And we met with the volunteers prior to the event and conducted informational meeting, explained them their assignments. There are two more events by the end of this month that they will be going and to collect more surveys. One is, again, it's going to take place this coming Sunday at the Alex Theater, where LA Chamber Orchestra is having an event about Bach, classical music. And the second one will be by the end of this month on March 26th at the Pacific Community Center during the Cesar Chavez commemoration event. As you know, the deadline is approaching really fast, and we have to have 200 total of surveys, which I think as of now we're doing okay. However, on the other part of the project, which is finalizing the list of nonprofit organizations, still working on it, working very hard. As I mentioned earlier for the meeting, we are lucky that we have a helper now. We went to UIA, Glendale Youth Alliance, once again and asked them for a help. This young youth will be helping us to update the list, and he's already making contacts through telephone and emails, the organization, and trying to have all the organizations work together to assist us in this project. That's about it. Project. The second project that we're working is the Maple Park Public Art Project, where the Art Advisory Committee met twice since last meeting. They met twice and reviewed 13 semifinalist proposals, art concepts, which was very difficult. They were all very professional and very impressive presentations for our project. And now they came down to 3 artists with 2 alternate artists. These 4 projects, 4 proposals will be taken to the council for their recommendation, or for the art advisory's recommendation. And we're hoping to obtain additional funding to have all 4 concepts in the Maple Park Public Art Project. If you want more information about the artist, I can go through the details, but about it.
Next item.
Item 6, commission and staff comments.
I'm silent today. I actually don't have any.
Not much. It's just the events that Irina talked about. Some of them, they need volunteers that they need to get in touch, not for gathering the surveys, but to conduct those events. So if anybody is interested to participate in any of the activities of the brand associates that they are producing during the month, they can contact Arlene Vidor, and she would tell them that accordingly how they need to process. I don't have the telephone number with me, I think, at this point, Arlene's, but could you read it?
Irina's phone number is area code 818-244-0654.
So that could be helpful because they are looking for different events. They are doing a lot of fantastic art events. I'm really honored and surprised to see how much work is being done in this city. In different corners, people are providing such phenomenal activities that not many people are aware of. And besides whatever Irina said, there are so many other events going on in this city that by contacting these organizations or partaking with whatever happens in the city, I think we could make a better act on the community, and we would be more aware of what wonderful stuff is going on. I know that the economy is bad, and not all of their events, most of them are free of charge, and people can really entertain their souls by participating in those events. So contacting one of them is Brand Associates because I'm working with them, so they could give them a better information on what's going on at any given time when people are.
I want to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. Green shirt and the dark green tie.
And I think she is our Irish, half Irish, correct?
I bring my Irish temper to the day and my green jewelry. Yes.
And I suppose Arman has gone to get the shamrocks, so that's why he couldn't get on time. So happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone.
And on the somber note, I send my sympathies to everyone in Japan, hoping for a quick recovery. And then on another note, make sure you go out and vote. April 5th is the municipal elections. Very important to vote. Utilize your civic duty. Another good note, there will be a Chinese car company on Brand Boulevard coming soon. I don't know when the date is, but just keep an eye out.
You know the name of the brand?
I think it's BYD or BDY. I'm not 100% sure. I always forget. I apologize. I actually met some of the executives. They're supposed to have their headquarters somewhere in LA. Mayor of Los Angeles announced them last year.
On the same note, with helping Japanese people and the nation with all the difficulties that they are going on, you can contact Red Cross, and by calling Red Cross, I suppose $10 gets automatically going towards helping the cause. So they're all on TVs, they talk about that, so I have taken that information from them. So that could be helpful because it might not always be money, but there are other resources that they are really in bad need of. We need to all be thinking of how lucky we are, but it could happen to any one of us at any given time, and at this moment they need all of our sympathy, care, and prayers.
The Brand Associates, or the Brand Library, their website is www.brandlibrary.org. So if everybody can visit that site, it should have their entire calendar of events. With that, next.
No, I have an announcement. Okay. On Tuesday, during the city council meeting, city manager Mr. Starbird appointed Mr. Jess Duran as our new director of Parks, Community Services and Parks Department.
Congratulations, wonderful. We are very glad.
Welcome again.
Very warm, permanent
Now,
welcome.
permanently and legally, huh? Wonderful, thank you. We are very glad with the decision city has made because he's a jolly good fellow.
Any words?
Chairman Lee, Commissioners, only to say that it is my honor to continue to serve this community and the residents of Glendale in this new capacity, and to have the opportunity to work with the Arts and Culture Commission. I'm thrilled at the opportunity. Thank you.
Next item.
None.
None. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.